Well, welcome back to MLG ProScrims. We were in the game, but the host, they ended it. We're gonna restart this one, but this could be the final map we cast together, Smiting. It's gonna be Yemen Hardpoint between JusTus and Fuse. Fuse, if they win this one, it's all over. They're your champions.
Yeah, I mean, Fuse has shown that they are so strong right now, and they just got off the win from the 2000 series. You alluded to it earlier. They are just playing out of their mind, almost like, unstoppable, reminding me a lot of Complexity. I don't know if they're to that caliber yet, but they're showing that they can play. But I want to see JusTus take this one. I want to cast some more. I'm enjoying my time here. I'm enjoying all of the feedback on Twitter. Guys, make sure you're putting that hashtag MLG COD out there when you tweet. Let us know who you think is going to take this map.
Yeah, make sure you follow Smiting on Twitter at SmitingFatty. He's around 2,040 followers right now, something around there. Let's get him to 2,500 by the end of the night and start to build him up a bit. But it looks like the game, it's going to get started back up once again. You want JusTus to win this one, you said?
I do. I don't know if they will because of Historify.
Historify's pretty good.
Yeah, he plays his map well, too.
Okay, so I think Historify will be the player we start things off with as we're moving into Yemen Hardpoint, and this is one of the maps that's still not practiced by a lot of teams. I mean, granted, the game is about to end, but going into one of the final tournaments at MLG Orlando, the Full Sail Invitational, that was one of our final events. Yemen wasn't really practiced by a lot of these teams, but we'll see what Historify has in store for us at the start of this map.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna pick up an assist right at the beginning, throwing down that trophy system. We haven't talked about trophy systems much.
You want to talk about trophy systems?
Yeah, I love trophy systems. They make it so you don't get taken out by those, random Kobe grenades or just annoying EMPs and flashbangs. I just think they're very, very useful.
I think trophy systems are very strong as well. I mean, first, they take 1 point in your pick 10 system, and they could destroy 2 points in the opponent's pick 10 system if they're not picked up. If you throw a trophy system down on the ground, if it destroys 1 grenade, you could pick it back up, throw it down again, and it could destroy 2 more. So technically, you could destroy an infinite amount of grenades with 1 trophy system.
I did not know that second part of that. That's a good tip for all of you guys playing. Make sure you pick it up after it gets its first. I know that might be a little hard to track. One thing that is a little annoying about it, and then we'll get back to the game, is you can get killed by it. If you're
I know.
I mean, it's happened to me a few times. That's really annoying.
Yeah, sit near a trophy system, well, an opposing team's trophy system, or even a friendly trophy system. A grenade comes your way, the grenade gets taken out, and you take some damage, and then you wind up dying from it. Definitely an embarrassing way to die. But let's hop into the action here. We're currently on the Treehouse hardpoint, and really, besides that middle hardpoint, the other 3 on this map, they could, if you get your proper setup going, they could be locked down for 40, 45 seconds at a time.
Oh, exactly. Especially the church hardpoint. If you can get a couple of scorpions in there, or it used to be shotguns before we saw some rule changes. Shotguns sitting in there, you pretty much will have it for the whole 60. Right now, we're seeing a fairly even keeled game, though.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Tipsy, he's got score streaks record right now. Hellstorm Missile, Lightning Strike, so it's going to make things a lot easier for JusTus here. They're trying to break the step, and just like that, here goes the Lightning Strike, takes out 1 player from Fuse, so not doing as much potential damage, but look at the mini-map. You see FaZe, you see Historify spawning all the way across the map. It's going to be a Hellstorm follow-up there from Study, so JusTus, they have score streak control, and they're able to break the market hardpoint.
Yeah, able to get those cutoffs with the score streaks, and that's exactly what we alluded to earlier, saying that you need to be aggressive with those, use them up, and then that way you can get them again. There's no reason to be shy with them, especially in hardpoint. These respawn game types are very awesome for that, and Gucci right now is already in the church hardpoint setting up, and this could be a big swing for JusTus.
Yeah, definitely a smart play from Gucci. We see teams usually rotate from market to church around 35, 30 seconds at a time, so definitely a lot earlier than you see them rotate to any other hard point, for good reason. I mean, if you get in there early, you're pretty much guaranteed a good chunk of time just by being there early. If you're able to pick up the kills on the outside of the hard point, defend yourself inside, you get a whole lot more, but here comes Fuse. It's going to be led by Sin into the hard point, has to get past Gucci. He's able to do so, and now he is so close to the score sheets, but along comes Chino, shuts him down.
Yeah, Chino picks up a big kill. Now, sometimes you don't realize unless you're counting the players, you know, who's on streaks. And you don't want to take time to look at the scoreboard. So big kills that you don't necessarily know how big they are.
Especially when it stops somebody just short like that of score streaks. Going into the statue hardpoint, a Hellstorm missile, a lightning strike can really ruin the other team's day. It immediately breaks their setup, forces them away from the hardpoint. You see Tipsy, he's going to call in his Hellstorm, so you see all the players from Fuse immediately running into cover. Now, his teammates know exactly where all the members of Fuse are located. They're able to go to the proper positions, set up properly around the map, and put themselves in the best position possible to pick up those kills.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, is that positioning. I mean, the setup is key in hardpoint. You can't just rely on gun skill and breaking hills. You have to have that knowledge. You know, where does the anchor sit? Where do we get the cutoffs? Where are they going to be coming from? Where are they spawning? And that's why I love hardpoint so much. And I'm kind of going to miss it in Ghosts.
Yeah, I really wish they had hardpoint. I mean, it's since the beginning of like console FPS, King of the Hill has been one of the staple game types. And were you watching Sin right there?
Oh, I was watching Thing 2 actually.
All right, I'll tell you what he did. He was trying to be cute. He was trying to jump in front of the church. Missed his jump. Fell right down into the middle hole of the map. So mistakes were definitely made from Sin right there. But take a look at his sword fight, trying to get the capture point so close to some more score streaks. And, you know, that's another big kill on the map that, you know, maybe from JusTus doesn't really recognize because they can't see the information that we can. They can't see that his sword fight was actually an assist away from getting those streaks. So, you know, another big kill from JusTus right there.
Yeah, and now his door fight, I'm watching him, is he's going to take out those trophy systems. That's also another smart thing you can do. You know, those trophy systems will get you some points. You can always, you know, earn a couple points to get closer to your streaks. So, you know, big plays by everybody. It's a really close game. I mean, only 24 seconds. Who do you got taking it at this point?
Well, right now I'm watching FaZe. If FaZe is able to get this Dragonfire, I see him doing some serious work with it. Last time I saw Dragonfire on this map, I believe it was used by either Killa or Karma back when they were on Farico Impact back then. They used the Dragonfire to break the church hard point, and it just worked out so well. I love the way they used it, but FaZe is not going to learn the Dragonfire this time around, as it's currently a 30-point lead for JusTus. Gucci inside the hard point. Let's switch over to him.
All right, now Gucci, I love the spot up here. It's so annoying when you come into the hard point and somebody's sitting in this dark corner. And, you know, his Swordfly knew he was going to be there, so he took him out. But, you know, it's setups like that that just can get players frustrated. And, you know, that's exactly why you want to be there.
And Fuse, they got to get some time on this hard point, especially on the next one, and especially Church after that. They just want to not really trade evenly. They want to come out a little ahead. So maybe like a 50-30 trade. You know, a 40-20 trade on the hard point. Something. Did I say 50-30? That can't happen. I meant like if you get 50 points, that's insane. But you know, generally a 40-20, a 30-20, even something like that. But a couple members from JusTus have score streaks to work with. Gucci, he's got a Hellstorm Lightning. Study, he's got everything to work with. Tipsy, he doesn't have anything, but lots of score streaks ready for JusTus. But it's gonna be Fuse setting up early on market.
Yeah, now this early setup, I want to point out where FaZe is. I'm looking at the mini map. He's going to get kills sitting on the rocks. Does get taken out by Chino, but you know, it's cutoffs like that keep your opponents guessing where you're going to be, because they know there's going to be somebody in the hill. I mean, that's obvious. It's hard point. But if you can get them off guard and still be able to keep those spawns in your favor, you're going to do well.
Lots of score streaks being used by JusTus, but they're not getting a lot of time in the hard point from it. Now you see that the Fuse members are going to start spawning away from the hard point, so JusTus are going to try to get the final 30, but already you see FaZe for Fuse rotating to the church hard point. Has two members to get past from JusTus, but he got shut down, and it looks like JusTus will get some bodies inside the church early on.
Yeah, JusTus doing a smart thing getting those people over there. It seems like Gucci has been the one rotating for his team, and he has picked out this Scorpion. Now, I believe it was Rambo that said, if you're going to use the Scorpion, especially in this hard point, don't put a laser on it because you want the bullets to spread more. You know, you're more able to get a kill. Do you agree with that philosophy?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, the laser, it makes it so your hip fire is more accurate. But when you got, 2 to 3 guys pushing you inside the hard point, you want as many bullets to hit them as possible. So no laser means more connection to the opposing team potentially. But you just saw a lot of people get killed inside the hard point, and I'm counting up the points right now. There's around 70 seconds remaining. JusTus are pretty close to closing this one out.
Yeah, all JusTus has to do is do what they're doing. Chino in the hard point with that Scorpion. I believe he just did see somebody. Yes, and that's a kill for him. One more player. Can he get 2? Yes, he does get 2, earning his bloodthirsty. And, right now they're just doing all the work.
Yeah, they just won the game right there. There's not enough time left on the clock for Fuse to come back. Chino, he's got so many score streaks, but I got to check out the scoreboard. We didn't see much of it throughout the whole game. Wow, Tipsy, 35-19, Study, 25-17, 9 captures, 6 defense. Overall, better slaying done by the JusTus squad, and as you could tell, more work done inside the hard point.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's only 8 defends for Fuse, and that's not the way you win hardpoint, guys. You gotta get those defends up. And right now, let's see, there's 10, 15, 19 so far for JusTus, and that's why they won.
Yeah, I mean, you get kills inside the hardpoint. Not only do you get the point bonus for the defense, you secure yourself more time to try to get closer to winning the game, which is what it's all about. And there you see 250 to 137, dominating performance by JusTus, winning by, what is that, 113 total points? Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And look at the boomstick. I love this thing, but then he's going to pull it out and kill his own teammate, which is awesome.
No mercy shown by Study. There you see the scoreboard one time for the JusTus guys. Fuse, they already left to go take their host, but now the series, it's 5-4 Fuse. They are still 1 map away from closing out this pro scrim, but JusTus, they are now 1 map away from tying things up. We're going to commercial break. When we come back, what could be yet again the final map of tonight's pro scrim. Are JusTus going to be able to hang in there, or can Fuse close it out? Stay tuned to find out.